Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today on my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and today I am bringing you another process video for the Build-A-Page series for January 2024. This is a series that I do with some good friends of mine, and we go and build page kits on Sunday and Monday, and then the following 5 days we actually do process videos showing you how we put those together. This is something that we do to show you how you can narrow your stash down, prepare for a crop, or just prepare for maybe like myself, you are working Monday through Friday, but you love to scrapbook during the week. You just don't have time to be digging out all the supplies. You can have things that are ready to go, waiting for you when you've got a half an hour to an hour to play in your scrap room. So we've been happily doing this series now, I think for over a year, maybe going on 2 years. So it's been kind of fun. So this page kit is just these 3 or 4 papers. So I have the red Joy, and it says Happy Holidays at the bottom. I have a black star paper, a red swirly, kind of looks like winter swirls, and then I have the green trees. I will be scrapbooking these photos. This is of my sister and myself. We were at the Christmas market at Daily Plaza in Chicago, and this is us with our glue vine. And then down here is also a picture of the potato pancakes and my Kinder cup that was hot chocolate with the most delicious whipped cream on top. And so I just wanted to document this fun time that we had. I'm not sure if these are going to be split apart. I did the same thing yesterday, and I did cut them apart. We'll see when I get to that point what I want to do with the photos, if I want to split them up, or actually, let's see. Can we do something different? I could go and do something like this and just kind of do it a little different, or we could take it to the sides. Let's go ahead and split it up, and we'll see if we can do something a little different as far as formatting the photos and kind of changing it up a little. The other thing I like to do sometimes is, like, I'll go and maybe I'll do this. I really like when I go and I put 2 photos up and then 2 photos like down and do like 2 little clusters of stuff. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do that instead. So I did think I was going to use this paper originally when I went and picked the papers out. And I'm still kind of leaning to that. However, when I go wonky, it covers that up. So maybe we just go straight with it. And then this will be included in as part of my title. Now I do have also this bramble fox that I got from Moira, and it's got a covering on it. Let me take that off, but the problem is going to be with this is the red on red. So I might need to change my idea up if I want to use this. Or I need to find something that I can put as a base to build it up on. Now I could shoot a banner of this green over, or I could do a banner of the black, or I could do a banner of green and a banner of black. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. See, that just, I mean, it's a different shade of red, but I really want it to pop out. And, you know, if we put something up here. So let's do, I want to do first a black. I love, and actually what I think I'm going to do is mat this onto this. And I actually kind of like that branding strip. I might be able to incorporate that in too. Let's see. All right, let me grab my cutter. And we're going to cut 1/4 of an inch or a half an inch off of 2 of the sides. That will give it a 1/4 inch border. And I am going to take it off this top here because it's got the little spiky part from where the branding strip is, the perforations. All right, so there's that. And then we've got this one. Oh, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. All right, we're gonna mat it on green. Pivot, pivot, pivot. All right, so I should have made a frame out of that one instead of cutting it down. So we're gonna make a frame out of this one instead. So I'm gonna move it in to my trimmer so it's at the 1 inch mark here, putting my blade at 1 inch, and then I'm gonna cut down to 11. I'm gonna rotate and continue doing this all the way around to create my frame and to gut the center paper. And once I do that, then I just need to take 1/4 of an inch off of all sides on the other paper so that it fits within the frame. All right. Now, we have this. I wonder how that would look if it's triple framed. No, I'm just going to go with the red. I'm not going to make it over tricky. So because this kind of has proportion, I could go over and it would make it more to the center. But I think I'm just going to leave it and maybe take it off of here because I kind of like having it under these photos. And right there where it's at, I like. So I'm going to take 1/8 off of each side and not 1/2 inch. So 1/8 off the left and off the right. And then I can take 1/2 inch off the top. And that would just move it up. However, these are bigger pictures. And I don't want to squish the pictures. So I'm going to do 1/8 and 1/8 again. And hopefully that's still going to leave enough space and not alter the design. And hopefully I didn't confuse the heck out of you guys. All right, so there is going to be, now we have a direction with these trees, so I need to make sure that the trees are standing up and not pointing down. And then we'll put that on here. So let's go ahead. Add a little adhesive going all the way around, all 4. And I found that when you're doing this, if you go and have it right on the edge of your inside paper, it fits within that 1 inch frame, no problem. And you don't have to worry about it, you know, having glue on the back side. If you did, the worst you have to do is go and throw a piece of paper or washi over the adhesive. All right, so before I push it down, I'm just lining it up to make sure it looks like there's 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. And once I'm happy with the placement, then I go ahead and adhere it down. Oh, sorry. Crash. All right, so now we should still have enough room up here to fit the holidays in. And in fact, if I need to, we can go over because I don't know that person in the background. So if we wanted, we could cover them up. All right, I don't think I'm going to use this piece of paper, so we're going to set this to the side. And we're going to deal with just the black and the green. So I have here the 2 food drinks. And as you can see, it did move it all up, but we still have enough room. Now I have to decide if I want to try and matte. And I think I'm not going to matte the photos, because if I do, it's going to pull it even closer to the top, and there's not going to be much of a gap at all with these. So I think what I'm going to do is just leave them together like that, and then do a band. So I think like a 2-inch band going across here would help me to have that holiday. And again, I think I want to do it in the black, because I think that will help to have it stand up. Maybe we'll go 2.5 to start with. I can always trim it down. And I'm just going to cut this piece in half. So we'll just do like a 5.5. That's 10, 11. Yeah. And I think I'm going to do a banner, maybe. My only concern is if I do a banner, then what's going to happen is it will cut in. If I do a flagging, it might cut into that. So maybe we'll just leave it as is. And actually I can take it all the way to the edge. Like that. Okay, like that. Then we'll have this up here. And then have this one tuck under, and again, go to the edge of the paper. Okay, liking that, because now I have places that I can build my embellishments on, and I can use this piece of acrylic that Moira gifted me. And so let's go ahead and get the backing off. These come from Bramble Fox. I get a lot of mine from Colorcast Designs, and I know that Moira gets a lot of hers from Bramble Fox and has really enjoyed it. In fact, she gets what they call the Fox Box, which is like a monthly kit that she has subscribed to in the past. So if you check out Moira's channel, I know that she's shared that on her channel before as well, if this is something that you'd be interested in. All right. So there we go. So I got all that off. I'm going to go ahead and adhere down because I don't like things shifting. And I'm leaving enough of a gap between the 2 side pictures that they're pretty much even. And I'm using this holidays also as kind of my guideline of where I want these to start, because I want the picture to line up with the H, and then I want it to be just above. So once I put this photo down, I have this like 1/8 inch of red to the side, and I'm going to mimic that on the top. And I'm just going to butt this up. I could have left this picture whole, but I, really thought I was going to split it up. Now, on this one, I'm having the banner come about 1/2 inch or so from the bottom of those photos. So I kind of want to mimic that as well. So I think I'm going to come up about the same distance and then tuck it under the photo. So now I have my place to build here. I know that we have some journaling cards, things like that we can build on. So now I'm going to go from this side and put these photos in. And again, I want it high enough to give a little bit of a gap between those photos, but I want to kind of mimic that side spacing. And that looks about the same size. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one down because it's going to be tucked under. So I know I want it up maybe like the top of that joy right there. And then add this one, and I'm just butting it up to the picture. So we have about the same gap here and here. They're the same height from the bottom of the photo on each. So looking good. And then I also have this little acrylic piece. It's a little tree. I kind of like that there. All right, now it's time to embellish. So let's see what we have here. I'm gonna get rid of all these scraps. Now I did say I liked, again, just pushing these off to the side. They're in my trash, but they're not bent, so I could use them if I wanted to. But I kind of liked this little scallopy border, and I'm wondering how that would look at the bottom. And it's too red on red, so I think we're going to pass on that, and it's going to go into the garbage. All right, now, what do I got going on here? So let's go ahead and embellish, and we'll glue these down once I figure out what I want to do. So I have a couple tags. I do have this buffalo check. And actually, I kind of like the buffalo check above this one. Then we can build embellishments above the holly, or even below, because I could always move. No, I don't think it would work there. But I need to cut a little more off. We're just going to make a tab. And I need my hole punch. There it is. So we'll go ahead and hole punch. There we go. And we'll add that up there. Again, it's not glued down yet. I could put the wreath maybe. We'll see. Or I have this hot chocolate. And then we would have a tag above and below. Like that. Okay, kind of like that. Let me get a hole punch in. Okay, like that. And then I have this little journaling spot that would just journal. I don't have to say a lot. And then we could take this little bottom piece and maybe tuck it under. Like that, maybe. And now I don't necessarily have to have trees, but another coffee pot or coffee cup would be good. Or we could put the coffee cup. Now I've got it on the diagonal. I kind of like that. I do have this little snowman, but I think I'm gonna wait and not use it because I'm thinking I like what I have right here. So then what I have is puffies, and I could put Merry and Bright. I have another Christmas tree I could add down here. So now I've got a tree and a tree. I have these little candy canes. I could maybe add one here and maybe add one up here. like on the coffee cup. And then I have this little holly I could put on there. I'm thinking I don't need another Merry Christmas because I've got the Merry and Bright down there. And I've got holidays up here. So I'm doing more of the diagonal. So I don't think I need the third candy cane either. So I'm thinking this is gonna do it. I'm happy with how this looks. So let's go ahead and glue some of this down. And I will add some twine to this. Let me grab that. Let's add a little red and white baker's twine to the top. And so we don't have any naked tag holes. We'll add the hot chocolate up above. Right here. Happy with that. And then I'm going to peel this little backing off of the candy cane. I'm not sure. I think I got these candy canes at Hobby Lobby. If I didn't, I may have gotten these at ColorCast. I've had them in my stash for a year or two, so I don't remember where I got them. More than likely ColorCast. I know the little Christmas trees, those came from Hobby Lobby. All right, so add a little adhesive on there. That looks cute. And then I'm just gonna dot some adhesive onto this acrylic. And I'm just using some Nuvo adhesive. You could use ATG if you wanted. Okay, that looks straight. And add a little adhesive to my Christmas tree. And I'm gonna stick that in a little nook right here by the Y. And then we will add the puffy sticker up in the corner, or I could add it. I'm gonna add it to the coffee cup or the hot chocolate. I kind of like that. Then we're going to come down here, and again I'm going to cut a little twine. Add that to this one. And then we will just add some ATG. And tuck that under. And then I'm going to add a little ATG to this journaling card. And that just gives me a little spot to talk about hitting the Christmas market with my sister. And then to fill out my little trees down here, we're going to make it a forest by adding another little acrylic to it. And then that kind of builds onto that little cluster. And I need to add a little adhesive down to the bottom of this. And to bring those, all three of those pieces together, I'm going to put the Merry and Bright, I think, like right there. And let me add a little more. And then The last thing we're going to add is this little candy cane that we'll add onto this cup. And again, I'm just going to remove the adhesive or the little paper backing. I think it's on the acrylic before they send it through the laser, and they just leave it on there. So I just tend to peel it off, and it helps to keep it translucent. And then we have that there. And there we go. We're going to call this one done. It was a quick, fun layout. Again, time was taken, you know, going through and trying to pull embellishments and things like that. So you do have time involved in it. It's just that you can then pick and choose, you know, to do it throughout the week or however, and, you know, build those kits when you do have time to sit and play in your stash. Or maybe you don't feel like putting a layout together, but you feel like, you know, having, playing with your stuff. So anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this process video and were able to get a few tips out of this. And I will be back again tomorrow for our last process video for the January series. Make sure you check everyone else who is playing along this month. I will leave all their links down below. And if they're not playing along, just check out their channel anyways, because they all have great content and are great creators, and you can always find something interesting on any of their channels. Have a great day, and I will see you later on my channel. Thanks. Bye-bye.